Hi everyone, it's Gabby. We're doing a little workshop on tone and shading today using crosshatch. Crosshatch is a build-up of lines in a series of layers so that it creates tone and depth. So I've already done an example here of building up lines and layers and making them softer and softer so that it goes from dark to light. And I've done my examples in texture, pencil and crayon. So all you need for this art lesson is either pencil, crayon or texture and a piece of paper. So here we go. I'm going to show you my example. So any age can do this, and I'm going to show you with my 3 children aged 12, 9 and 4. Just what that might look like for your person that you're deciding to do this with. So I'm starting off dark. So we just choose an area. So we go from dark all the way through to light. So I just do one layer in one direction, and then I'm going to choose a different direction of lines. And then I'm going to keep on going the same distance apart, evenly spaced, and then I'll just stop it before I get to the end. Might just do one more. And then we're going to choose another direction of line. I'm going to start here and end there. And then I'm going to do another direction of line. Which direction haven't I done? This way. I'm going to keep on doing that direction to a little bit further. So I'll stop there. And now I think I've chosen all the different directions, so I'll just do the same one again of one of the directions. And I'm going to stop it here, and then the other direction, and stop it here, and then another direction, and stop it here. So each time I'm just pulling it back and stopping at a different direction. I'm getting further and further. There we go. See how it goes from dark to light? And all I did was I probably changed here, 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 here. So you can even draw that before you start. I'll do another example of that. I've got just a crayon this time for this one. So I actually might give myself a little box, and I'll just faintly mark out little intervals of where I'm going to start and stop. So this time I'm going to do lines going this way, and when you do it, they don't have to be perfect lines. As you can see, my lines aren't perfect. You don't even have to stay in the box. My daughter just said, don't they have to be in the box? So I'm ending there. Oops, I'll just do this so I can see where my lines were. Now I can't see where they were. I've lost them. So this time I need to stop here. And then I'm going to stop here for the next one. I haven't done lines going this way. And then I'm going to do lines. Which way haven't I gone, guys? I'm going to go this way again. And stop there. And this time I'm going to stop here. And then I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to stop here. See? So as you can see, the build-up of layers actually just makes, it doesn't really matter what the lines are like. You can clearly see that it goes from dark to light. But I'll just do one more. This one might be like what Kirk, my 4-year-old, miuld do. You could do scribbles or lines, you can just see, or dots. Doesn't really matter. Do one layer, then you keep on coming back and do more in one spot. Just keep on trying to fill it up. Do less over there and more over here until it gets really dark down this end.
And pretty lighter.
And light over the end. That's right. See? So it doesn't really matter what kind of lines you use. We're building up layers as we go. So I'll give you a minute to pause here. You can pause the video, go get your tools and the people who are going to do the class with you, and then we'll start. Alright, here with me I've got my 3 kids. I've got Esme, who's 9, Bella, who's 12, and Kirk, who's 4.
Yay!
and they've chosen what they want to draw with. So we're going to start by drawing lines in one end of the page. I'll go Kirk. Yeah, that's a good shape to draw in. So you can draw in that shape, starting big lines up one end, going all the way to the other, all the way up. That's great, Kirk. I'm going to build it up really thick at one end. So can you do lots of dots down this end?
I can't.
Or you don't want to do it?
You're gonna destroy the texture, Kirk.
Okay, start by making all your lines up this end. Go dot, 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 line, line, line. We're going to make it start like dark down one end and then go light down the other. So that's great, Kirk. You don't have to push hard with the texture. You can just hold it really lightly. Can I show you how to hold the texture better, Kirk, so that it doesn't end up getting... Yeah, that's perfect. You're holding your pencil so perfectly.
Don't hold it straight down. Oh my gosh, the sound. Oh,
It's
so
okay.
hard. Poor blue texture.
That poor little texture. Now, as you go closer to this end, Kirk, just do little dots. So what we're learning about is how to make it dark down one end and light down the other. And you can do it as many times as you like, okay? What you're doing is really great colouring in, Kirk. You're adding such a dark tone. So this blue that you're using, you've filled up all the space here. So there's no white of the paper. You've made it really dark. Now the next thing you could do is make it medium. See how in this one here, I've started off really dark. So that's what you've done there. You've made it really dark. And then this bit here, there's some light of the paper coming through. I've just done little dots and lines to build up layers. Can you do that on this bit here? Can you just do some lines to create a tone that you can see through? So you can't see through that. Can you make some see-through lines here?
Done.
Oh, nice
Can
work.
see that white? A little bit of white.
You can. I can see that little bit of light. Do you want to do some more here? Because this bit's all light. There's no pen there at all. You know, something I'm noticing is how different each person's style is. Like, Bella, you've used straight lines and
such a
so
perfectionist.
neat. And Esme, yours is wild and scribbly. But have you both achieved the desired effect?
Yep.
Yes.
Well.
You have. So the desired effect is to show dark going to light. So you've both created tone on your page, which is what we're trying to learn about, is how to make things go from dark to light. And like I said, you can use any kinds of lines. You don't have to do straight lines. You can do scribbly lines.
Okay.
Very good, Belle. Yeah.
You've destroyed the
So-
texture, Kirk.
That's okay. They're really old textures. What we've used is just
Good.
things from around the home. Esme would like you to press lighter with your textures, Kirk, so that they don't make a mess of the textures and ruin the paper.
You're destroying the textures, okay? You need to be more white.
All right, Ezzy, what are you going to use
Kirky,
now?
can I please use these two? And I'll give you my ones.
Do you want to swap with Esme? Oh, Kirk's still using this one, I think. Is that right, Kirk? So just wait. Start with that one. What lines are you going to use now?
Never mind.
Okay, that's another technique. Bella's using another technique where she presses really hard. And how are you making it go light now?
So I'm just pressing lighter at the end and making the line thinner because I'm doing triangles.
Yeah, wow.
So I'm pressing really hard and then
Could you do that with the texture as well?
I haven't tried doing it with the texture actually.
Hmm.
Let's see. Does this texture actually work? Not really.
But that will be better if it doesn't work.
Maybe. What's your hypothesis, Iz?
I reckon it's not going to work.
It doesn't work.
That's why you need to use one that doesn't work properly.
So this one's good for textures and this
Look at
one's
my
good for crayons and
picture,
pencils.
Very good. Ezzy, what are you
Hey,
doing
Mummy.
now? Oh, you created purple on the pink texture. Kaki, tell me what you've done. Yeah?
It's like,
Do you want to talk about it?
oh wow, it's made that
What
was
happened
really
on your
good.
page?
Do it at school. You got really lumpy.
What school?
You got
Don't talk about school on the camera. This is our school now. There is no school.
Mummy, don't embarrass yourself on camera.
That's not embarrassing.
Right.
Just do
Yeah.
what?
Basically,
I
what I'm
need
trying to say
some-
is because
I'm gonna do some
we're
water on
working
the
from home
line.
and
But
we're
they don't
doing
have
school
to.
from home.
Making do with what we got.
Well, then I can do what I do at school at home.
You can. I was just saying, don't say where you go to school on camera. Yeah.
And then the water comes through here, and then the water comes
This
through
way.
here.
Doesn't usually look like this.
Ah,
Hey, Bella, I made the
Little water
blue
comes.
pink.
I love the lines that you can see. You've built up different textures, different
Wait,
lines.
I did
Wow.
the light water
That looks so good.
and green.
Doesn't that look awesome?
And green grass.
Yeah.
It's kind of going light to dark.
I tried
Yeah.
and failed to do it with brown and black.
It
Did
gets
you do it
lighter though.
sideways?
Oh,
You've
Do
done-
it. Did you do it sideways?
no.
You need to do the lighter color on the bottom and the darker color on the top. And you can't push down. You just kind of let them bleed.
I'm going to get you guys to do another example.
Bleed.
Choose one different line to go. Try and go from dark to light. Or the next thing you can do.
No.
It's Esme's turn now, sweetheart. The next thing you can do is choose a shape and try and observe where the light comes from and how it creates light and dark on the shape. So, for example, in my pictures here, I've drawn an egg. And I've looked at the egg. I've got some sunlight coming in from the side,
Highlighters.
and I've got some sunlight coming in from the side, and it's hitting one side of the egg, and the other side of the egg is in darkness. So what I've tried to draw is drawing the shape of the egg. It's a bit wobbly because I'm not on the table. And then I'm using the same techniques like what Bella's used here. I'm going to try and draw the shape. Oops, excuse me. Trying to draw the shape using the cross-hatching method, showing where the dark is by building up my layers.
I'm doing lava.
I'm being bumped by
I'm
Kate.
doing lava. Hey,
Wow.
look at the lava.
Which way am I going to go?
Look at the lava on the grass.
So I'm
Here's
building
the
up my
lid,
lines.
Mum.
Thanks, honey.
It's a little
And then on this one, I've actually added water over the top as well, just like we did in our first lesson. So that's how I
That's
made
so
it
cool.
like that. So yeah, have a go of filling up this shape with lines to create darkness on one side and light on the other. Yeah, I'll even turn it around for you so that you've got more of a longer picture for you. Nice shape,
Oh my
girls.
gosh, that's horrible.
Okay, see how it keeps on peeling? What we're going to do is going to move your page.
Egg.
Can you find another spot on your page to draw? Okay. Can you find another spot on your page to draw? Get some water.
brush.
A brush.
Please.
Okay.
Yay, thank you.
Okay.
Have some paint?
Yes. What we're doing is you can draw first to make. See, do you want to draw the egg shape? Then colour it in where it looks dark, and where it looks light, we're just going to add the water. Can you try that? Try and draw the egg shape. Which pencil or pen are you going to use?
I'm going to draw a rock shape.
Oh my gosh, you can totally draw a rock shape. Here you go. Kirk wants to draw the rock. There you go. Where is the darkness on the rock? Where can you see the darkness? Keep looking at your object to help see where the dark bits and the light bits are.
There we go. The rock is going to be on
I've
top.
done it when it's like
On
this.
top of
Yeah,
there,
you
on
do.
top of the water.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. Kirk, can you say that again?
It's like an Easter egg.
The rock is going to be on top of the water.
Okay. So do you want to turn this around so that it's on top of the water? Yeah. We'll just put this under here. Okay, Kirky. Where's the lid for this one? Are you going to use it?
I don't know. Kirk had it last.
Okay. Kirk, sit down on your bottom. Sit down.
And then use this dark one.
Draw here where there's nothing on it, otherwise you'll rip a hole in the page. Alright, we're going to just pause the video and I'll get back and see what we've come up with in a few minutes' time. So Kirk's finished his picture. He's done. He would like to tell everyone how he has used light and dark in his picture. Kirk, can you tell us which...
Stop! You're taking off my finger.
What?
Yeah. Kirk, can you tell everyone where have you used light and where have you used dark on your picture?
There and there.
Which one's light?
This one,
Yep. Which one's the darkest? The darkest.
this one, and this one, and this one, and this one.
Oh, that's not what you told me before. Before you told me that one is the darkest. And this one is called a mid-tone, so that's in the middle. So that one's the lightest, that one's in the middle, and that one's the darkest. Well done, Kirk. You've showed me how you've used tone today
And look,
and shade.
and when they climb up that rock, that will off.
Oh, wow. Wow. I love the texture that you've shown in your rock too, the different lines that make it look really rough. And this one too. There's lots of lines in there. Makes it look really...
Look at my finger. I'm gonna put my finger on. I'm gonna put my finger back on. Hey, that's something in it. See what it is?
What is in there?
My bun.
Oh.
I mean my bun.
Now it's really important after you've used textures, what do we do?
Put the lid back on.
That's it, put the lid back on. Okay, can you put the lid back on this texture?
I can.
Yep, right now. Otherwise it's drying out. We want to look after our textures. No, put the lid on. Are you girls ready to share yet?
Almost.
I almost put it.
Oh wow, I love the observation you've made there of light, Esme, of the shape of the light. Kirk's adding some water to create more tone, going from light to, from dark to light.
Cookie, can I please use that?
Would you like a different one?
Yeah.
A thick one or a thin one?
Thick one.
Is this one?
Yeah. I go to the right. I want to see what the water does with the crayon. Not much.
Nothing.
Okay.
Does something.
Would you guys like to share your findings?
I can do this. Now I can do a little bit of
Okay.
crayon.
It's Bella's turn. Bella is going to share. How have you used light and dark in your picture? And what did you do to create it?
With this one, I started off by drawing like lines, just like one layer of lines to show that this was like the light section, you know?
Yeah.
And then I just coloured in really darkly over here, and I pressed really hard,
That water.
and then I just got lighter as I went here.
It's so
It's
effective.
called eggy.
I love it.
Over here.
It's
Over
eggy.
here.
Yeah. It's a really smooth transition, especially this gradational change. Like it's so subtle and it ends up going quite dark. And I love the shadow that you've included as well. I think you've really observed the tonal changes on the egg.
Thanks. I kind of made this one up. There isn't really a window there.
What's your observation or reflection on that round one that you've done? What do you notice?
Well, I noticed there's like a little light patch because of the sun over there. So there's actually like a little light spot here. And yeah, so I decided to do a window instead.
To symbolise that?
Yeah.
Something I've noticed that I think you've captured really nicely is that something I didn't think about is this is a see-through material. So the sunlight is actually coming through and filling this globe with light. So it doesn't really have much of a shadow or shade on one. It doesn't have a dark side. So this one that you've drawn, I think you've captured that lightness in there by not using, you know, a dark colour to show the tone. It looks like it's really filled with light. Oops.
Yeah.
It looks light and soft and fluffy. Hey Ez, do you want to share about one of your drawings?
Yeah.
Which one would you like to talk
This
about?
one was really good, except when I put water on it, the paper went kind of see-through, and now I can see the other side. It's purple.
It's coming through. Makes it look like there was some tone added in the middle.
Looks okay.
It's got this dark side right
I
in the
like
middle.
this one.
What do you like about that one?
What's that little circle thing? Oh.
Yeah, I think you've really effectively shown the darkness going to light. And I like the shape too that you've drawn. You drew that freehand, didn't you? Esme was a little worried about drawing a circle. Do you mind if I share about what you did? Esme was concerned. She wanted to draw a circle, so she put it on the page and she traced around it. Even though her egg shape was perfect, she still wanted to draw her circle even more perfect. So that one was traced, but this one she drew freehand. And I actually really liked that one. I think you've done a really good job. Alright guys, thanks very much for joining us today for our workshop on tone. You can talk to me about that soon, Coke. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. So do you guys want to say goodbye until next time?
Bye.
Bye.